That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Going to have to get the clock set. Going to do over.
Looks like the weather's affecting everyone already.
Yep.
All right.
Indians of Knox Central come in first game of the season. Landon White boots one for practice.
Not sure Landon needs that practice, does he?
He looked like he warmed up pretty
I was
good.
going to say, we watched him hit a couple 50-yarders in the warm-up, so I think he's in pretty good shape right now.
I can't see how far it's going there, though. Here we go. Now we're going to get it right. Landon White kicking off.
What a boot. That is a heck of a boot.
Kicks it out of the back of the end zone.
Right through the end zone. That's exactly what you want from your senior kicker, the way to start everybody out. So we're going to start off on the 25-yard line.
Mark Centers, his third year as a head coach here at Madison Central, comes in with a 40-33 record overall from Garrett County, and 6-5 last year. And then what's he? 6-5 last year is the first winning year since 2012 here at Madison Central.
Won 3, I think, the first year. Built 6-5 this year. This is a big question mark year for this team as far as building this program. You know, if you're Madison Central, you really want to start off right, and you want to make sure that you have a really successful season this year. I'd like to see them build on that. 7-8 wins, I think, is the expectation on that.
Knox Central, as we expected, is going to run the ball right up the gut.
This team, that's the MO. It's an understatement to say they're going to try to run this football. They are not a team that likes to pass the football. And if you're Madison Central, the one thing you want to do on a game plan is you want to stop this run. You're looking at a senior quarterback, Jackson Stewart, number 7 there for Knox Central, and not very efficient in the air through his last career. He is a senior this year, so we'll see if he's worked on that at all. Another run there by the fullback. They do have one, Arthur Donovan, I believe, is their returning fullback this year, who was the most successful that they had last year. Number big 44, I believe.
11:15 left first quarter. Ball on the 27-yard line.
And one thing about this team is they have a lot more seniors this year than they did last year. There was a very young team last year that went 8-5, and they did better than I think they thought they were going to do.
Got into the
a little mishandled and well played by Madison Central to get back there.
So now they're going to have to punt.
Now they're going to have to punt it.
So we'll see what the Indians can get a decent field position out of this. 10:38 left. Good defensive stand so far. This weather's going to play a factor. Is it just second down?
No.
That's what it says on the stick over there.
Well, we're not accurate then. I think it's
somebody. There he goes.
Okay.
Hey, there you go. Flipped it. Okay, 4th and 7. I was like, what has he got? 10:20 left.
It was 4th and 1, so.
Yeah, they just started.
A little bit of a squib kick. And he will let that die in the middle of the day. We got good position there for Madison Central. And we're going to see what kind of questions they ask here. We like Hoogley out of the backfield. I think he's probably the most experienced running back they had. And last year we talked about him, didn't we?
Oh, absolutely. When he got around the goal line, he was one of the guys that would push it in for him.
Good size, great speed and athleticism. Like to see him get the ball a little bit. He got a penalty on the play.
I thought they took off early on Knox Central. They're going to make him kick it over, I think. Was it an illegal block? I mean, they're standing over the flag, so it's not illegal motion. I thought that the guy on the far side took off early, but
I haven't seen a call yet either.
Flag is down at the 42-yard line on the Knox Central side of the ball, or the side of the field at this point. 10:07 left, first quarter.
Still no call. Everybody's talking. Is it on Madison Central?
Steady rain falling. It's been raining all day long. It's going to play a factor in tonight's game.
Yeah, I think that, just trying to get your grip on the ball. We'll see. I mean, we got Zach Carden is a experienced quarterback, started his freshman year. So this is his team, really.
You got Harden at the quarterback. Running back's going to be Hughley. You got Chenault backing him up. Your front line now, tackle 53 Hammonds, left guard Sester, centers Thompson, right guard Britt, right tackle Harris. Wide receiver Harris and Everly. Miller and Hendricks should get some playing time, so we'll see what happens here. They're still discussing.
I like Keenan Miller on the outside a lot. We'll see if he steps up this year, his senior year.
Yep.
And then I think you and I talked a little bit about what they're going to do with the replacement of Will Ulmer. It's a big asset to them. It's where they ran every year or almost every play last year. I mean, Corey and Cryer and Johan Williams had 200 carries last year for over 1,200 yards. It's a lot to replace.
Yep. First winning season since 2000.
This must be one complicated penalty. I mean, we have been discussing this for a while now. I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
We have Knox Central is coached by Scotty Russell, who was the Mr. Kentucky football player in 1991. Now, the other two times these teams met was 2011 and 2012, and Knox Central won them both. So, see how this thing happens. They're going to run the ball all game. We know that. They're not going to throw it much, if any.
All right, that's what, and I like that Central has a little bit of experience in the defense. 2 number 1 tacklers with K.J. Chiller coming back, Moorhead's coming back. 82 and 80 tackles last year. They led the team by far with the most tackles.
10:07 left in the first quarter. The Indians are going to get the ball. We know that for certain.
We just don't know where or what. We are doing a lot of talking. Yeah, this is I'm not sure what the complication is here.
I don't think they do either.
I was going to say, there's no reason for this much discussion over a penalty.
All right, here we go. Let's see what he says here. He's coming over to explain it to the coach
an explanation,
now.
And he should get one. This is insane.
I mean, it's the first game for the referees as well, but they're trying to. I mean, the flag was a spot foul, obviously.
And we thought we were just going to transfer offense and defense. We know we need to take a commercial break on this one.
Now, Knox Central calls their players over. The ball was not touched by any of the Indian players at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw no contact anywhere to indicate there might be any kind of a turnover.
It's an illegal block. It's holding. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I would sure Centers would take the kick over, wouldn't he?
Well, at this point, weather? Yeah. I mean, back them up another 5 or 10 yards and take a kick. That kick wasn't very impressive anyway, so, But little did we know that
sophomore Nick Martin's the kicker, number 18. Still explaining it, going over the rules with Coach Centers. Had an overtime game. Bryan Station beat Wayne County 35-28.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little more with the officials. See if we can figure out what we're going to do here finally. The offense going to go on the field. We're going to re-kick this football. All that, we're going to get a re-kick. Well, the defense is going back on the field.
Well, he's going to have to go explain it to Knox Central next. He ain't been over there yet. It's a good thing we had move it back.
Well, defense is getting
So they're going to re-kick it. What?
What? Offsides. First down.
First down. After all that. What in the world? I mean.
Well, all right, it's 4th and 7. If you're offsides, it's a 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th and 2.
There was a spot foul somewhere up the line there. I don't know if it was a personal foul or something because the flag was up.
He called it offsides.
What in the world kind of call is that? We're going to have to try to get some type of an explanation from Centers at halftime. We'll get our chief interviewer to sort that out.
I have no idea what happened on this play.
I mean, we went from having a punt in good field position to a first down when it was 4th and 7 on what looked to be what was indicated as a holding call.
No, they indicated it as an offsides. They called him offsides. He indicated offsides penalty on Madison Central, but it's a 5-yard penalty. On a 4th and 7, you're still looking at 4th and 2.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 33. 10 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, somebody explain that one to us, and we'll go on.
Going to run the ball up the left side. There he goes.
There he goes.
Ball's loose. Indians got it at midfield
anyway. So that'll be a little bit of payback. Karma comes back to haunt you on that one, guys.
Jermel Carton dropped the ball.
Nobody knows what happened, but I tell you what, if that's any indication, then we're going to have to shore up that interior defense because that was a heck of a run.
Yeah, he got loose, and they knocked it loose. This weather's going to play a factor, and that might have something to do with that right there. But there was good pursuit by the Indians all the way around.
I agree. Good point of contact. Once he got it, he made a good hit in the middle of the field.
Now we'll get to see Zach Harden take over the offense.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'm interested to see where they're going to go.
Now that Will Ulmer's gone?
Yeah, I want to see what their game plan's going to be. They got 3 wide on top, 1 lone down. Spread a little bit. He's going to let him throw.
Oh, he's going to have to suck it, take it, about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
There's a question right there.
They were all over him. They got through quick, and then he did good to pull it down and hang on to it. So they lost a couple yards, 2nd and 12. 9:45 left, first quarter. Slow start to the game with the first call on the first punt of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of agonizing there early.
Harden out of the shotgun. Movement across the backfield. Here he comes, going to be stooped body right.
Turn right.
Going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
About, 3 or 4 there, nothing big.
9 minutes left, no score. Game's just starting. Both teams feeling each other out. Harden comes over to get a call. I see number 2 with the run right there, but I don't see a number 2 on the depth chart here. Oh, that was Powell on the run right there. The wide receiver came across. There it is. See it on the sheet here. High snap, quick out to the left, through the hands of the receiver.
Yeah, had him too high on that one.
Yep.
I think he had the open field in front of him.
Overthrew Hahn, freshman.
Everybody's settling in. First game of the year, guys. First game of the year.
Going to have to punt it. 8:37 left right here in the first quarter. 4th and 10. 48-yard line of Knox Central. Try to pin them back near the end zone. Rain still coming down steady. First game of the year. Somebody forgot their assignment here.
Let it run. Good kick.
Got it down to the 6-yard line.
Well played.
11-yard line. Down to the 10.
So not a lot of answered questions on that first drive, to say the least.
Number 43 punted there for the Indians. That's Jeremy Cox.
See, I thought Muntz was the kicker there, the punter.
Who was it?
Well, early on I thought it was Muntz, but it looks like Jeremy Cox.
Yeah, it was number 43 that kicked it.
Yep.
I mean, early on you can't tell about these numbers.
Yeah, it's everywhere,
We've done this before.
Yep. Need a good stand here on the defense side.
Jackson Stewart back in. He's out of the shotgun right here this time. Running back, going to go to the right side.
Yeah, delayed and run.
Drug down. Who got him there? Who's on the bottom? Number 3 for the Indians. We got a lot of people back on defense that the 2 main tacklers last year. That's Hazelwood right there, one of them.
Well, Moorhead and KJ Choi are the 2 leaders, I think.
And Hazelwood had a bunch of them last year as well, but he got him. He was the first one on these ankles there.
They've got some experience on defense. That's why I said they're going to have to rely a lot on this. And if this is a one-dimensional team, I think you're going to have to make them play out of their element. And you're going to have to ask Jackson Stewart to throw the ball. I mean, if I'm Madison Central, he's going to beat me through the air, especially in this weather.
They're going to go with a little wishbone here. Comes off the left side where they've had a little success in that last.
Not much.
And they fumbled on it. Who's on the bottom of the pile this time? That's number 55. Freeman.
So we got 3rd and long.
7:35 left first quarter.
We got 3rd and 7 here. Barring any crazy events in the
The rain's coming down good here again. It's
been raining all day. Coming down.
and you know, they're on the AstroTurf here, so not just the ball handling should be a factor. They should have the right shoes. They should have the right stuff ready here. Going to drop back and pass one, Terry. He's tricked us. They got him. Nope, he's going to run it, pulls it down.
There you go.
They got him out of bounds at about the 17, 18-yard line, just short of the 20. So
that's going to be 4th and short.
They're going to go for it. No.
Smart move there.
Yeah, here they come. Kind of looking around like they might a little early in the year and a little early in the game.
They lined up at 4th and 1 before they
timeout. Official timeout. What are they doing here? .6:41 left. First quarter, no score.
Got a measurement?
Really?
They got him on about the 19-yard line there.
There they come. They're going to kick. I was going to say. What? They what? They gave him a first down on that?
Yeah, it looks like it.
No. They gave him a.
No, he's punting.
All right. I was like.
I thought he said first down.
I did too. There he goes.
That's a horrible
kicked it, turned it
on. He got a good roll on it, though.
Absolutely.
That's better than the first one. He just squibbed it out there, didn't he?
Make sure there's no flags on the play and another 3-4 minute break.
Let's say if there's a flag this time, we're going to take a commercial break.
That's a big turnover on field position right there. Got it to the 35. Indians take over on the 35-yard line. 6:29 left, first quarter. No score. Their second possession.
See if Hardin can get this offense going a little bit.
Second series of the year.
I think you got to give him a little bit of protection. Give him a few minutes to settle in.
Yeah, he threw the one over the receiver there on the left. Well, bubble screen right between the hands. Now we watched them warm up all game long in this very same weather. They look sharp warming up. Then you get out here at game time, it's a whole different deal.
Well, you get a little hyped up too. I think the energy's up. First game of the year coming back out. This is senior year, so
Hardin under center. Gives it up the left side right there. Gets drilled right at the line of scrimmage. That's Hughley.
Yep. And you wonder how a game like this is going to wear down on Knox Central. I mean, most of their guys are going both ways. You got guys playing linebacker, guys playing defensive back. I mean, they're Arthur Donovan there. I see him laying in the backfield. He's going to be your big running back too. As this game progresses, Central's too deep in almost every position, I think.
2nd and 10. Under the center again is Hardin. Sweep right.
Nobody there.
Losing ground. There goes Hughley. Gets over here on the sideline. Going to get maybe a yard or two out of it.
So they made a little bit of something out of nothing there. I think they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Just spreading it out and making him go for it. Now what you can do on that, what centers will do eventually is they'll run a revert. They'll double it back, get everybody pursuing.
Yeah, or fake it.
Yep.
Give a fake handoff, bring the defense over, and throw a nice little pass.
Yeah, or Hardin will take it around the other side. That's kind of what we see a little bit of last year. Harris comes in with the play.
Spread this defense out a little bit.
8. Out of the shotgun, little screens. Oh, yeah, what
no
in the
time at all.
Throw the ball down. Throw the ball down. He's a senior. You throw that ball down. You don't take that sack back there. I guess that would be intentional guarantee maybe, but
well, that's going to be a big part of this, and that's what we're talking about. We're trying to replace Will Ulmer on that offensive line, and what we've seen in 2 pass periods or three pass plays is not a lot of time. He was
that
under pressure
was a set
from
play.
The
they were setting up a screen. They let him go, but he just ate it. Took the sack and a big loss. Another punt, second punt of the game, gets good air. Good coverage on it. See what kind of bounce we get. Another good bounce.
Field it.
Got him right there where he got it. Came down with it. He got him right there. About the 30-yard line, 32-yard line.
It's a gutsy play right there. So Central's defense going to come back out. Right now they've done pretty well. They've run 2 series, 2 punts.
Jeremy Cox, a couple decent punts so far.
Formation, look at that. It's just going to be, he's going to pass it.
Donovan Arthur, 5'11", 205, junior.
Big
Like
kid.
you said, goes both ways.
Yep, plays back in the linebacker corner. Actually safety, but
She's in the library right now. You can tell you where she's at.
3rd and 2. Getting down to about the 4-minute mark. First quarter, no score. Jackson Stewart up under center.
One receiver to the right.
Running right.
Got log in, no gain.
Good pursuit. Brought down by number 44 for the Indians.
Fourth and 2. Looks like they're going to go for it. Are they going to kick it? Yeah, they're going to go. Big play for Indians early.
Jeremy Gray on the stop on that last play.
Right here, good play. If they got any trick plays or anything special in the lineup, this is the time to run it if you're Knox Central.
Try to draw them off sides, what they'll try to do. Hard snap them.
Off.
Going for it.
Nowhere. Not an ounce.
Locked up.
Hit him on the line straight and just stood him up. Waited for help.
Donovan Arthur stopped at the line, so the Indians ought to be able to take over right here.
It's a big gamble right there for Knox Central early on. I mean, you're giving up a heck of a lot of yardage. I guess you have a lot of confidence in your defense right now.
Not only that, but the way that the Indians have started on offense, what do you got to
I was going
lose?
to say at this point, you're pretty confident in the way your defense is playing. Indians haven't demonstrated any fluidity at all when it comes to their offense so far. So
3:13 left first quarter. Indians with their third possession, best field position yet.
needing to establish something right now.
Ball on the 41-yard line. Hard now with the shotgun. Handoff going up the right side. Good opening. Breaks loose. Hughley's going to get it down to the 15-yard line, 25-yard line.
There's a first down for the season for Madison Central. Nice run by Hughley, which an unbelievable athlete. Came right through, cut it right back up the middle.
High step through, took a cut back, and got it right down to the 25-yard line. Now, they're at least in range here where if we get it to Landon White, if we have to, we've got a formidable kicker.
Put some points on the board.
Harden under center. 2:48 left. Going wide right again, Hughley.
Nice play. That's all speed right there. They had him, and he just cut it right back up on speed. Nice play. And this is, if you're Madison Central right now, you need to make Knox Central pay for what that is. It's a 4th and 2. They went for it. Now you got to make them pay. You got to put some points on the board.
And what the Indians got to do is protect the ball. They don't need a turnover right here. They need to protect the ball. Don't do anything silly.
All the momentum swinging in their way. They need to keep it.
About 2:15 left first quarter. Second one. Harden back there again. Hughley right with him. Gives it to him a third time. So he can third time a charm. Nope, they're going to get him.
Got him on the outside.
He's a little gassed right now, I would say. First game out, excited. He lost a yard there.
Yeah, I thought he had some room in the middle. He was going to cut it back up, but I think he saw somewhere on the outside and just got stood up.
Well, he's run it 3 straight times. He better be in shape here. First game out, excited, all geeked up, jacked up as they say it. And 3rd and 3 from about the
play for the first down here.
19-yard line. There they go.
First time I've seen him had some time.
Yeah,
big kid. Good play.
I think that was intentional, too. He just dropped back, pump faked.
He looked like he was going to the corner.
Yeah.
Had himself some time. Now he got a first down and you got to get a first down here first and go up from the 11-yard line. So, no, that's from this. Yeah.
$1:20 left, no score. Indians threatening here at the reservation. Let's see if they can make something happen. Harden under center. Hughley in the backfield. Sweep left. Oh.
Nobody there. Knox Central had that sniffed out from the beginning.
That's Hahn with it, the freshman. Like he lost a couple of yards.
Well, this is, one thing we talked about earlier, Knox Central has a really experienced defense. As soon as they see the motion, they're going to sniff that. So Central's going to have to come up and play really efficient. They're going to have to actually.
Ethan Hunn's a sophomore. I think I said he's a freshman a couple of times. He's a sophomore. No. There goes Hughley right up the middle.
There
nice
you go.
hole.
There you go. There you go.
They're going for the pylon.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Indians. First one of the year.
Nice play.
All by the work of Jabari Hughley. Puts the Indians up 6-0, 25.9 seconds left. Got it on the board.
And the best part of that is they sent Knox Central a message on that 4th and 2 right there.
Yep. Well, they finally put a good little string of plays together.
And that's the most efficiency we've seen, and that at the right time. You got good pit field position. You had to capitalize on that, and they did.
Glad they got a score here in the first quarter. 25 seconds left. Landon White will come out. They'll keep working it up there, and they'll get to where they can run it.
I was going to say, the closer you get, you think about that 2-point conversion, don't you? They did. He got it, too. That's what I said. The closer you get, that 2-point conversion comes into play.
Yep.
A little direct snapped over, and they just went right on up.
Yep. Indians 8, Knox Central 0, 25.9 seconds left right here in the first quarter. So they've got it done. They answered the call after Knox Central goes for the first down on 4th and 2 deep in their own territory. Indians held them up, took over. Hughley, 4 runs, finally gets it in.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYMedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Back to live action. Indians with an 8-0 lead over Knox Central. Landon White going to boot it again.
Another big kick by Landon White.
Kicks another one into the end zone. You can't run it out. High school rules. Knox Central take over on the 25-yard line, trailing by 8 with 25.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Indians need to stay tight on their D and keep them on this side of the field. Probably get one play, I would think, here, unless they throw it.
And 25.9 seconds ago.
Get into the second quarter here.
The rain looks like it's pretty much stopped, settling into a nice cool evening.
Yep.
Might be a good night for football after all, Mike.
Absolutely.
They're going to pass it.
Out of the backfield, rolling over.
First down.
Going to let the clock run out. Oh. 9.9 seconds.
He went out of bounds, and he got a first down, so the clock's going to stop on the first down. But once they blow it, he's going to start. So 7, 6, 5. I don't think they're going to get this play off.
Well, we're going to get the end of the first quarter right here with the Indians with the lead, 8-0 over Knox Central. So we'll pay some more bills and be right back live on Madison County School Sports Television. I can't. This is so limited. You can't really. I got to get used to it.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYMedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools. Okay, I checked out this Chevy Tahoe from Jack Burford Chevrolet. Nice. What? Ooh, this is nice. Nice Tahoe. Ooh, watch this. It even has a backup camera. Sweet. Ooh, no hands. Nice. What? You want a truck? You want a Chevy?
And we're back.
Back on the reservation. Indians with an 8-0 lead.
Now, Larry, is that my mistake or not? Was that Knox Central's first down on a pass play there?
Well, they got the one on the penalty.
Well, but other than the penalty play, yeah. He's going to pass it again here. A little bit on of a different.
Going to cut it back. Indians cover good. He's going to get back 7 yards.
Yep.
And we didn't expect him to pass much at all. He's thrown it 4 or 5 times, and obviously they've been working on it, and we expected him to not be doing it, and that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. I mean, if you're going to be, it's going to have to be something a little bit different if you're going to play. I mean, you haven't had a lot of offense now. I mean, they're playing for the run, so if you're going to come up with a little something, you're going to have to come up with it now.
2nd and 4, 11:31, second quarter. Indians with the lead, 8-0. Knox Central moving the ball. Started on the 25 after Landon White kicked his second one out into the end zone.
Need a good stand here. Need Central to come up with some good play. A big play right here.
Still in the shotgun. Running left, cuts it back up the middle.
He got hit hard. He got the first down, but he paid for it there at the end. Got stood up well there. Who wasn't made that hit?
Couldn't tell. I was trying to telestrators down. We've had some issues with the internet. We can't get that replay going.
It's all this IT department.
They met him head up in there, but he'd already got
stood
his
him
first,
right up. He made that cutback and he paid.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 10:35 left, second quarter. Another one right up the middle, pick up 3 yards. Cox in on the stop there, number 34.
This is a good offensive line by Knox Central.
Yep.
They've got a lot of experience as well. They have 10 seniors playing that offensive line in and out, so they're interchanging pretty quickly in the offensive side. They're going to try to stay as fresh as they can, and they've been running well the last few plays. So, and they gave him some time. When he drops back, he does have the time he needs.
Well, he's rolling out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not pocketing at all, but I mean, Indians are going with 3 down on the front. Going to go student body left. They got him in the
whole team back there.
You lose a couple yards there.
Yeah, they had that one sniffed from the beginning.
Yes, sir. That's a good stop by the Indians. 9:30 left, second quarter. 3rd and 9 from about the 43-yard line of Knox Central. 9:20. 3rd and 9. Big play for the Indians. Everybody's got to stay home, do their job right here, Terry.
I agree. A little bit of momentum, kind of a shift. This is where you pretty much stop it.
They went 4th and 2 deeper than this, so I'd say they'll probably go twice here.
Yeah, this is definitely 2-down territory for this team. Looks like we're going to have a timeout to talk about it. Oh, we got to delay a game.
Yep.
Yep, you got to delay a game. That's definitely first game is what that is.
And what you have in high school, you don't have a clock anywhere. So you've got to, you're managing it in your mind and with your coaches trying to get the plays in. So now it's 3rd and 14 from the
still 2 down.
38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, low snap, rolls right, looking deep.
Throw it deep.
Out of bounds.
Oh, he over his head. He had him, too.
Yep, had him wide open.
Yeah, he knows it, too. He definitely knows it.
4th and 14. Looks like they're bringing out the kicking unit. No flags on the play.
Yeah, I think if you get a little bit of yardage there, get yourself up to the more to the 50-yard line, you got a chance on the 4th down, but not from where they're at right now.
Yeah.
I think Central kind of sent that message in the last series. It said, no, don't do that to us again. We don't want to mess.
Once again, we didn't think they'd throw it as much as they have. They'd been having a little success running it and thought they might try it twice in a row, but didn't pan out. Low snap.
Ooh, he waited on that too.
Yeah,
I tell you what, he he delayed that a little bit longer than I thought.
Yep, going to be about the 19-yard line. The Indians are going to take over in their side of the field and
Good kick.
see if it's going to be the Hughley show again. 8:36 left, second quarter. Indians with a 8-0 lead.
Zach Harden's going to trot out there. I'd like
Looks
to get
like
him
it
going a
stopped
little
all
bit.
the-
I'm going to be honest with you. I'd like to see him get going a little bit.
I mean, he's
I
a
know that-
senior. It's time for him. His third year under centers. It's time for him to take over and lead the team. I mean, this is your last roundup. He might go to college somewhere, but, I mean, this is where you really stand up and stand out. Take some pride in what you're doing and get it going. 1st and 10 from the 19.
Delayed handoff, and
Yep,
he's got
it
some
right
space.
up there goes Hahn.
Yeah, I don't think he might even saw that.
Yep. That was a nice pit, like sleight of hand there.
Yep.
Hahn breaks it loose up the middle.
Little misdirection on Central's part. That's a good start. Now, this is where you're sitting on a 2nd and short right now. You think do you give Zach Harden a chance here?
No, I would keep it on the ground. It's working. Spread them out. Give it to Hughley. Get you a first down. Start over. They'll have to mix in the pass eventually and kind of keep the defense on point, but Harden's under center.
There's Hughley right there, yep. I think he had it initially, and he got pushed back afterwards.
Yep.
Depends on what the spot is, but I think initially he had the first down. Yeah, they're staying on the 30-yard line, so.
First down, Indians. 7:52. Well, they stopped the clock on the first down, so 7:52 left here in the second quarter. The Indians are kind of getting – now you might look and see if Harden might try to toss one somewhere and kind of loosen the defense back up again.
Yeah, it's kind of question on when it comes to this. When it comes to him, I think it's going to be when they're going to take that shot because he's got the arm and he's got the experience, and you want him to get going. So it's when are they going to let him go one time? How about right now? No, nobody there. He got stood up on that defense. So
he's taken too long. It's taken too long for the play to develop. He's about 4 yards deep, and that's why they're not doing that very often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so there you go. You say the first down. They're going to give him a chance, see if he can chip away at something. Now they got to go back to running.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you get him, go to the short game. Go to the quick outs.
I
Go
think
to the
that's what
screen
they were
pass.
doing.
Yeah,
He
it looked like
just-
I thought he was looking down the field a little bit on that one.
Looked like they were just on him so quick.
Yeah.
I mean, he went 4 yards deep and didn't have a chance to let it develop give Knox Central some credit. 6:50 left second quarter. There it is up the middle.
Nobody.
Hughley got hit in the backfield right there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd and long.
Credit
Harden's been sacked, three times now?
Credit this Knox Central defense up front.
Yeah.
I mean, last series they got short yarded or short side of the field, and they lost that battle. But other than that, they've played tough on that inside.
Yep.
They're big kids. I mean, they've got a lot of experience. They've been around a lot.
6:20 left, second quarter. Harden out of the shotgun. 3rd and 16, needs to make something. Hanging on to it a little too long again. There you go, back to the 20-yard
He's got
line.
no time, doesn't he?
But, once you get out of the pocket, I think you can throw it down, can't you?
Yeah, once you're out between the tackles, you got to throw it out of bounds.
I mean,
I think he's just trying to make something out of nothing.
might be. 4th and 19, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left.
Yeah, not a good series there for Madison Central at all.
Tried to pass, got sacked.
One first down, but that's
Got it to Hughley, got stopped at the line of scrimmage, then right there rolls out and gets dropped behind the line or right at the line to say the least. Jeremy Cox be in here to kick it again. They're coming
quick
after
punt.
it.
I was going to say, I thought they put a little pressure on him. That's a good punt.
Get
the
a
right
good
roll.
roll.
Good roll. He picked it up again.
Yep.
I tell you what, if you're Central, you're going to start playing that. They're watching the ball roll, and if you can get down and put some pressure on him like that, he seems like he's going to pick it up.
And it's wet. They're going to, sometimes
it's a dangerous play right there. If you start putting a little pressure up front on him, not giving him that much room.
Well, what's going on is, too, the defense will over-pursue you.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so if he can get past 3 or 4 of them, get a lane, it's going to be trouble. But he can also drop it. The field's wet. It's not raining any longer, but still damp. Ball's wet. 5.5 minutes left. Second quarter. Indians with an 8-0 lead. Knox Central with the ball at the 44-yard line. Here on the reservation, Roy Kidd Bowl. Bryan Station won their first game of the season.
Oh, get on the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a misplay from the that handoff didn't work,
just didn't make the connection.
Yeah.
Just hit him in the arm instead of the belly and came loose.
Well, it looked like a rough snap from the beginning.
Yeah, Bryan Station, they won against Wayne County.
Yeah, and I think
from 35 to 28.
Bryan Station had that game well in hand, didn't they? And then kind of gave it up a little bit in the fourth quarter.
I don't know about well, but they did have a turnover late that could have went the other way if they just managed the clock. But, you know, they're still learning. I mean, really what you want to do is get these games in and be ready for your district games. So they might have been trying something, who knows. But it was an overtime game, gave us a late start here. Now we played ourselves into an area of the weather pattern where it's not raining on us.
A little pressure.
He's going to pull it down and run it.
Yep.
Great job.
Way to stay home.
That's an awesome job. Yep. Stayed home, kept his ground.
Yeah, nobody bought that. So once he rolled out, there was nobody home. Defense did their job on the corner side. There was one-on-one coverage. He had him covered on that side, and he just came right up. There was nobody there.
Hazelwood, mano a mano. That was just 2 guys out there in the middle. He just broke down, chopped steps, and took him on. Face right in the chest. 3rd and 11, 4 minutes left. Beautiful play right there. I love to see that. That's a big play for the Indians. They turned somebody coming from him. A lot of pressure coming from him.
Oh, he got away from it.
They over-pursued him. We just talked about that.
He's looking like he's trying to throw it.
Oh, he dove.
He dove. This is fourth down, 4th and 3.
4th and 4, 4th and 3. Let's see if they're going to kick it or they're going to try to go for it here. He put in a great effort right there.
Well, they're going to go and punt it.
Yep, going to try to back the Indians up again.
It's fake punt territory here.
Yeah, and this guy's got that rollout kick that if he gets it end over end right, it'll go a long ways. Who's back? Who's back for the Indians? See, I can't see that on the screen. All I can see is the line.
That's KJ Choi.
All right.
He's going to delay it, and he's going to little pooch kick it.
Yep, and then he's going to try to get it rolled right out of bounds at about the – got it rolled back.
Yeah,
about where they were at last time. He got 2 yards. So that whole series between the last 2 possessions is netted in a Central loss of 2 yards.
Yep.
Because the last time he punted, they were on the 19. This time they're going to start at the 18 or 16.
They've been real effective with that little pooch kick.
Yeah. I see a lot of people doing that.
Just take the receiving out of the mix.
Yeah. And if you get the right bounce and roll, you can see what happens.
All right, so right now if you're Central, you want to get a couple first downs. If anything, you go into the half 8-0. Maybe get a little momentum here, but nothing too drastic. You don't give up any yardage on this.
3:34 second quarter. Indians with a 8-0 lead. Up the middle. Ooh,
yeah, gain about 4. Yeah. Then one thing I was getting ready to say is you don't turn the ball over.
You get 1 or 2 yards.
Hold on to the football. I think about 2-3 yards. Yeah.
3:20 left.
No, you're gonna be
second quarter.
2. Clock's running.
Get down to the 3-minute mark by the time this next play goes off. Indians need to stay under ball control right here. Hughley, the lone back in the backfield, Harden under center. Quick pass out to the right. Another dropped one. Uh-oh, they're going to call it a lateral. They get a face mask?
No, that was.
That to Hahn. They lost ground on that.
Was that backward?
I guess, because he picked it up, thank goodness, or they would have got it and ran it back. Good heads-up play by Ethan Hahn there.
Got to catch that ball.
That's the third one that they've had. I don't know if delivery or what's going on there?
And looking for rear conservative play
3rd
right
and
here.
12.
Nothing spectacular.
2:20 left in the second quarter.
Run between the tackles here.
Going to go end around.
Yeah, run between the tackles.
Yeah, right back
right up the
there.
middle.
Get back to the little bit.
Keep it on the ground, get a little artist back, let your punter do his work. 2 minutes to go in this game. And, Knox Central has 2 timeouts. So
2 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Yep, so they can try to manage the clock here, get into halftime with the lead, maybe get a turnover or something. Everybody's got all their timeouts.
not a whole lot of offense in this game so far, other than that one series that Central got the short field on. And I think that was kind of a gift there by Knox Central going forth.
This guy's picking it up on the roll every time and trying to run it. Let's see if he does it again. Nice high punt.
Good kick.
Going to have some good coverage.
Oh, he didn't handle that well, did he?
There he goes.
Going to give him the edge.
A little over pursuit.
Don't give him the edge.
There he goes.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, missed tackle there. There's a block in the back. There's any flags on the play?
Nope.
Yep.
What's the one thing you don't want to do?
Nope.
We just talked about Knox Central and the effectiveness they had with that little squib kick, and you're taking the receiver really out of the play, and then your nice long high kick, and you just give it up.
Yep. Over pursue, and you got a few people getting blocked over there, and there you go. So now, 8-6, minute 25 left, second quarter. That was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, just when you think it was heading in your direction.
And we just talked about over pursuing and the coverage on the play. And that's exactly what got him in trouble right there. Eight to 7 ball game. 1:25 left, second quarter. Indians are going to have another shot at it. This is the first time they've had their receiving team now out. We've punted a couple times. Had an extra point that we ran in. So this will be the first time the receiving team's been able to get it. Not certain what the kicker for Knox Central's capable of doing. Didn't see him really warm up before the game. Did you, Terry?
No, I didn't see any of it. They didn't put pads on for 15 minutes before football game.
I know it. I didn't know who was out there.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Team sitting around, we're going to talk about it a little bit. Getting a little strategy here. Now, because what I would be thinking is Knox Central going to try to set up an onside kick. They're over there talking about it. Something. It's not a TV timeout because we're running the TV.
Well, and, one thing is they've been running short kick the whole game. So for the punter, I would not be surprised to see another little squib kick here or an onside kick. I mean, take your chances. Yeah. Defense is playing football well.
Yep.
Even if you get the ball on the 450-yard line, you're in good shape.
Yeah,
you got momentum switched to your side.
I love Benny Tony, but he's going to be off. Maybe not game one, but he's starter basically.
1:25 left, second quarter, 8-7 ball game.
And hopefully Coach Centers brought them in and said be ready for that, because that's exactly what everybody's thinking right now.
They're trading the ball again. This is the second time they've traded the ball out.
He's looking. Say he's going short kick, right side. What do you think?
Let's see here. Everybody's down on one knee. You never got both ends up. No,
Nope, he went.
Yep. All right.
Fielded and gone.
There he goes. See if he can get loose here, Ethan.
Came back to the middle.
Yep.
30-yard line. Minute 18 to 17 seconds. take a chance or no?
Still
got a 1-point lead,
first game of the
guys.
season, I mean, you're going to have to learn at some point what you're capable of doing. There's not much time for Harden, but I can't tell if it's him on his drop or just truly the line. And you've alluded a couple times with the experience of the defense on Knox Central, it could very well be the line play of them just overpowering the Indians. So we'll just have to figure out what's going on here. Harden looks like he's pretty adamant about telling them what's going on. They had a minute 17 left. I saw him point down here to the scoreboard. And so let's see if they're going to try to get into halftime.
Cut it back. He's got some room.
He's got some room. Get on the lane. Get going. Get going.
Go out of bounds. Going to stop the clock with 1:09. Nice run there.
That's Powell with it.
And I said, right now, you can get.
1:08 left, second quarter, 8-7.
You got a kicker who can put the ball. I wouldn't mind seeing Landon take a 50-yard shot. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, he was kicking him in pregame. 55.
That's what I said. Get you a few yards here and give him a shot at it at least.
I can't tell which way the wind's blowing now, but he was kicking him from left to right as far as we're concerned at 55 yards. Knocked down at the line. That's on the quarterback. A little bit. I guess the line can chop the guy down if he knows the lane he's going to throw through, but stops the clock. 55.7 seconds left. Indians with a 1-point lead, 8-7, second quarter. 2nd and 10. It was a quick pass again. I mean, they've tried. It looks like they're trying to hit the short passes of the quick hitters, but they just aren't having any success yet.
Yeah, and I think that's
Do they
more
have
than
a
anything
completed
just
pass?
Travis to try to get.
They don't have a completed pass yet.
No, I don't think so. They do either. Most of the stuff they tried on the outside. There's your first one right there. Not enough for a first down. You're going to call timeout.
49, 48, 47.
He's going to let it run.
They're not going to try to use Landon at all here. You got a kid that's going to kick at 55 yards. I'd try to manage it just a little.
I was going to say he's been calling.
Now they're going to call a timeout. Why in the world would you let it run down there for another 10 seconds, then call a timeout? Do they have the wrong personnel on the field? Did I miss something there?
Centers is not happy right now.
Well, they've got something. Either they had 2 plays called and they didn't hustle back to the line is what I think has happened.
Yeah, he's not happy with this offense right now.
I mean, he was pointing over here at the clock, and he's calling timeout, and he's trying to.
I think he wanted to get a quick play off, and when the defense wasn't set, and it didn't look like they were doing it. They were just kind of
milling around.
Yep. Up there.
Once again, first game of the year.
Yep. I think he sent them a message right there. He was not happy with that whole series right there.
I mean, the clock was running. We just thought they was going to run it out, and then he was like, "Come on,
let's go."
I mean, I can't. I mean, you're at another 10 yards if you can pull it off. You got Landon who can boot it.
Yeah, just give him a chance at the end of the clock. Timeout wise,
they've got 2, and
they got 2 timeouts left. So you got
both
some.
Teams, yep.
Yeah, you got some work here. You got an opportunity still.
3rd and 1.
Just give him another 10 or 15 yards and give him a shot there at the end of the half. Of course, the one thing you don't want to do is turn the ball over, right?
Never.
This is where you don't want to do that.
Up the middle again.
Nobody there.
First down. It's where his knee's down.
What is it?
There's 20. Now they'll let the clock run out, it looks like.
It's 4th down now, so.
4th and 1, so they're just going to.
Looks like we're going to be content to go into halftime with a 1-point lead.
Yeah,
that last series was not. Yeah, you saw a lot of the opportunities there that Central's going to have to iron out.
They were trying to look at Harden. He's mad. He's throwing his shoulders around and copping a little bit of a. And I don't know if he's upset with his team himself or what.
Well, a lot of stuff they're going to have to work out. A lot of things are going to have to work out. I'd like to see with the first pass there that was about an 8-yard out there. Maybe Zach Hart can keep going to get this. They're going to have to be multidimensional. They can't just run the football.
Yep, 8-7. We'll be back after halftime.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, luxury pet services, equipment, sales and rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County School.
Oh, look at the pretty butterfly, Michael. Look.
Oh, that is a pretty one.
Oh, he likes you.
Wish I had a Pokeball.
Okay, I checked out this Chevy Tahoe from Jack Burford Chevrolet. Nice. What?
Ooh, this is nice. Nice Tahoe. Ooh, watch this. It even has a backup camera.
Sweet. Ooh, no hands. Nice. What? You want a truck? You want a Chevy? Okay, I checked out this Chevy Tahoe from Jack Burford Chevrolet. Nice. What?
Ooh, this is nice. Nice Tahoe. Ooh, watch this. It even has a backup camera.
Sweet. Ooh, no hands. Nice. What? You want a truck? You want a Chevy? Small car, big coverage.
Oh, look at the pretty butterfly, Michael. Look.
Oh, that is a pretty one.
Oh, he likes you.
Wish I had a Pokeball.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County School.
That's what he was wanting.
You want a truck? You want a Chevy?
Back at the reservation, start of the third quarter. Indians with a slim 1-point lead, 8-7. Going to receive to start the second half, Terry. The stat man didn't show up tonight, so we're just guessing, but I think Harden completed one pass for 8 yards in the first half. What do you think about that?
Not hard to figure out what that stat looks like, you know. I think as this season wears on and this team goes on, they're going to have to get more diverse when it comes to their offense because they're not going to be able to run the ball exclusively.
Here's the start of the third quarter. It's going to be returnable, taking about the 15-yard line.
Got hit hard
about
there.
The 26.
You know, and to credit one thing.
In the field there. Nope, they didn't go
flags.
Yeah.
Extracurricular. To credit one thing, I mean, Central's defense has not given up a touchdown.
Nope.
Let's be clear. With special teams gave up on a punt return that it was just a botch play. They should have shouldn't have screwed that one up. But regardless, the defense itself has done well.
Yep.
You know, that's something positive I think they can build on. Hopefully the rest of this game and as the season wears on, but. You know, you're going to have to figure out how to get some other dimension to that offense right now.
We got to see if Harden's going to put some. He was angry, it seemed like, by his body language at the end of the first half right there. So we'll see if he'll come out, stay in control, lead his team as a senior. Drops back first.
There's the big long ball. And he got him. Oh, he had him.
Come on.
He had a step on him.
Wow.
And
nice looking pass. That's Miller.
That was a beautiful. That's Keenan Miller. That's your senior. You kind of expect him to haul that in, but he's got holding his shoulder too. That doesn't seem well. But that's the arm you're looking for. That's where the defense is going to have to respect, and that's if you give him a little bit of time and let him do that once or twice.
Well, the first play to start the third quarter took a whole 4 seconds, but I mean he aired it out and it had all hang time in it.
A little delayed handoff with nothing going right now.
Lose some yards there, about 3 or 4. Be 3 and 13. That's the thing. If they can't execute, they don't have an answer. You know what I mean? They've got. I mean, they go for the pass and miss it. And now they lose 3 yards on a run attempt, and it's 3rd and 13.
Any of the short yardage passing that we've seen, they just have not executed on.
Goes right through their hands, and the same thing happened last year. It seemed like a lot. So I don't know if he's just got too much zip on it.
Aired it out. That's a good pass right there too.
Oh, that's interference. Are you? He's got to have a chance to go get it. Was that not interference?
I think they called it uncatchable because the ball was thrown over him.
Well, they're going to punt it 4th and 13, 11-19 here in the third quarter, just underway.
I'll tell you what, though, it was a bad series altogether. But, you know, I like to see him air it out that early on. Just let them know that it's there. You're going to have to play that deep ball or we're going to beat you one time.
They fooled around in the first 2 quarters. They didn't throw it too much. It came out 2 of the first 3 plays. They throw it long. I mean, he was there both times. When they connect, it's going to be a game changer.
It almost got blocked.
Get a good roll here.
There you go.
There we go. They'll be down to about the 28.5-yard line.
And Knox Central saying they touched the ball about the 45. Return deep man was saying he was pulling, but it didn't look like to me anybody hit the ball at all. So.
No. And he ain't going to pull anything off on those referees after the first little debacle we had to start the game. I mean, those guys, they're 7 pages deep into Chapter 13, Section B.
We've got the Kentucky handbook out here.
Phrase 3. I mean, they were that was something there. They were into the hieroglyphics and something.
I don't know what that was.
I
still don't know the call. We still have no idea what that was.
I mean, 11:06, third quarter. Knox Central, their first possession of the second half. 29-yard line. Quarterback's going to come up under center. Right up the middle, going to get 5 or 6 yards. He keeps chugging. Good job on the defense.
Going. Good job defense to push him back.
Yep.
So that's it. And this defense
Cox
has held.
Right in there on that one.
I mean, the defense has held. Special teams fell apart a little bit, which makes this game a little closer than we probably thought it would be as far as 1-point game. But right now, if you're defensively, you do what you've been doing.
Well, the last 2 times these teams have played, Knox Central's won them both.
Yeah. And that's, this is hopefully a new era for Madison Central with the 6-5 team coming off last year. They're hard to build, so this is a statement game really for them. And if you look at these two,
Who is that over there? I can't see. Number 3.
Defensively, staying home, doing your job. This team has done well with it.
Hazelwood again. He's sniffing it out. He's getting it done. 10 minutes left, third quarter. 3rd and 6. This is a big play right here. The Indians need to get the ball and chew up some time and try to get another score. I'd like to see Landon Whitehat get something going, give them a 4-point lead if that's what it takes, but they need to get another score in some way.
Yeah, they need to get some more points on the board.
And I thought they would try that at the end of the first half, but they just didn't get down there close enough. He's over here wide open.
Yep.
Just set up, bubbled out, set up. Hazelwood couldn't get to him.
He doesn't pass a lot, you know, and look at that slot receiver. Central's playing way off that slot.
They always do. They did last year, too. I mean, they would just give up so much room. And
they're giving 10, 15 yards off that slot receiver and seem to be very content with it.
Just the style that they're going to play and try not to get beat deep, I guess. I don't know.
See, I'm looking right now. You're looking at, well, they finally got up on it, but he looks like.
Oh, high snap.
Late on the handoff. I tell you what, that was even
lucky.
close. He got lucky because he mishandled it and he mishandled the handoff as well.
Hazelwood in there again. Outside linebacker. He's making his presence felt. 2nd and 11. Rotating some people in. 3 come out. 3 go in.
Need a big play here. Somebody needs to make a big play. One of the things we talked about earlier when we were coming out of the half was who's the playmaker going to be for Madison Central this year? You expect Zach Harden to step up, but who else is going to be the playmaker?
Yeah, I think Ethan Hahn's got a chance. He's athletic. He's young. He's going to have an opportunity. You can see they've tried to incorporate him into the offense between him and Hughley because he's on the slots. Hughley's in the backfield. They're going to have to do something.
Oh, that was a hold. I mean, it was a big hold.
They
yeah,
got it.
I mean, we all saw that.
Holy.
My word, that was just blatant.
He flashed him up the middle. They got it good. I mean, that was a great call on the defense. He blew through that hole. I mean, put the pressure right on the referee to make that call.
I don't think anybody's going to miss that call.
Yeah. It was that or the quarterback was getting killed, though, because he was on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he saved his quarterback some pain on that because he had a free ride right all the way through. So he just rode him down to the ground. So that's going to be interesting. That you go, what, 3rd or 2nd and 20? 21? Oh, it's from the spot of the foul. That's 2nd and 29. Ooh.
8:29 left, 3rd quarter. Indians with a 1-point lead, 8-7. Scored on a Hughley run-in and a 2-point play after an offsides with the it's not trickery that they do with the onside or the extra point kick with the Indians, but they will move around and try to create a little.
Yeah, he hops every time.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
You can't give him that much space.
Okay.
I want to say, don't give him that much.
Yeah, he's quick. He's got some good lateral movement. Keeps his knees high and legs churning. So it's going to be 3rd and about 20.
It'll be 3rd and about 16, 20, something like that.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
It's a nice little run right there.
Yeah, got him a little bit back. This team's been known to go for it on 4th down. We've seen that a couple times already, but I don't think right now they can. Not with this. A lot depends on how they end up on this particular yardage.
Yeah.
You're almost in a have to pass right now.
Yeah. 8 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Indians 8, Knox Central 7.
Again, 15 yards off that slot receiver.
There
He's
goes.
going deep, and he has him wide open. I mean, I don't know who got lost on that coverage, but he was wide open. You know you had 3rd and 21. The only thing you can't do is let that receiver get that well behind you.
That was the Achilles heel on the Indians last year, I felt.
Yeah, and I don't know where the corner was on that play.
No, he wasn't anywhere in the neighborhood.
He wasn't anywhere in that ballpark.
He was over there playing golf while everybody else was playing tennis.
Wow.
That's a big hitter right there for Knox Central. 7:45 left. Picked up a lot of yards in a hurry right there. Went from 3rd and 20 to
1st and 10
at the 19.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Indians need to answer back. They need to buck it up right here and
where's the
stuff
safety
them.
on that play? They didn't have anybody back.
I don't know. They might have flashed him up the middle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're playing 3rd and 17, 3rd in the house. You have no safety on the back. Interesting.
Indians going to have to do something here. They need a turnover. They're going
Somebody
to have to
make a play.
They need to get their win. They need to step up right here, and they need to show some pride. That was a big play, but they can work themselves through it. 7-11 left, third quarter. Indians have never trailed.
Again, that
Same
handoff
play,
was close,
yep.
wasn't it? I'll tell you what, he's making the play, but it's a little on the sketchy side.
Yep. Number 60 on the stop right there, Houlihan.
So you got about 3rd and 4. You know definitely. Well, I mean, I don't know about the kicking game here. Kicking game puts you up 2.
And it's going to be about like a
We
field
haven't seen
goal.
their field goal, so.
Yeah, they extra points the only thing we've seen. You're right.
Regardless,
3rd
Indians
and 2.
make the stand right now and make the kicker make a play.
Quarterback keeper right here, 3rd and 2, Terry.
You know, I think that's a good play to me. Right off tackle. Nope, he's going to the air. And he's a bad pass.
Yeah,
that
ball
was floundered all the way out.
Well, and you know what? It just as that started to develop, you feel that wind pick up?
Yeah.
I mean, it blew through here. I mean, so it just kind of nosedived when it got going.
So your 3rd and 4 looks like they're not going to worry about a kicker.
4th and 2.
Or 4th and 2, I'm sorry. So you're going to – no kicker here. Big play here then.
Yep.
Huge play right here from
They're
Madison
gonna run it.
Central.
Might try to draw them off sides. Who knows?
I tell you right now, right up the middle. Delayed quarterback sneak right up.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were going to do the last play. They're going to see if they can draw them off maybe. Big play for the Indians. 6:23 left, 3rd quarter.
There it is. There it is.
Yep. He's direct snap to the
Right up the
quarterback.
middle.
Yep.
There was no delay. He took it and ran.
Yep. First down and goal. 6:16 left, 3rd quarter. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
First and goal at the 5.
Indians needing to make a play.
Still fretting over that long pass. They still haven't caught their wind after that, I don't think. Got to move past that and second. Oh, fumble!
He got it, too.
Who's got it? Indians come up
Yeah,
with it on the
they got it.
5-yard
Well, I
line.
said somebody had to
Big
make a
play right there.
Somebody had to make a play, and they did. Who
Number
was that?
19 came up with it. Baker. I mean, that was the play we needed. Wow. I mean, we were just talking. They needed to buck up and get it done, and look what happens. They stay in there and fight, get it loose, and here we go.
And now if you're the offense
Wow.
for Madison Central, it's on you. Right?
Absolutely.
Right now, you got to go out, man up, and you got to reward your defense for making a play.
They don't need to give it back in the same fashion.
Nope.
They need to get some field chewed up here, chew up some
They need to get a
clock.
couple first downs, move the ball up the field a little bit, get some momentum back, and reward your defense for playing the way they just did.
There's a play up the middle, going to
Get a
get
little
3 or
room.
4 yards.
Get a little room.
Usually.
Get a little room.
Yep. I haven't seen them do a double end around or reverse. You know what I'm saying? That Knox Central's pursuing that, and they've got to be saving it because they're going to have to come out and change that. They threw the ball a little bit, try to loosen them up, but now they need to get them over pursuing. And even Harden just does it and bootleg.
Direction,
Yep.
something that's going to
Yep.
get the defense out of whack a bit. There really hasn't been a lot of imagination on this offense, has there?
There's another long one down here.
Ooh. Well played by the corner on that. One thing you didn't want to do is turn that ball over. Ugh.
Well, what scares me is
Yeah.
we just don't have. We just got to now. We've got to answer that. You know, I mean,
Yeah, you're looking
they're
at-
trying it, but they have. He's got one pass this game for 8 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a couple of good looks.
And where's the middle of the field on this team? He's playing the sidelines a lot, but you're going to tell me you're playing 2 linebackers deep. Where's the safety's not deep? Where's the middle of the field? If you're going to go long, go to the middle. Where's your tight end? Where's your slot? There is no safety in the middle of that field.
Harden up under center. 4:58 left right here, 3rd quarter. 1 point lead. Quick drop. And throws it.
And he dropped it. I mean,
Nah. That's Ethan Hahn again. I mean, they've tried that. I mean, that's just that
like
little short out right there. I mean,
fifth time
absolutely.
they ran the same play and dropped the ball. Oh, they're just not ready for that play.
They look so good in pre-games warming up with it. I mean, they were sharp. And then get out here. I mean, once again, 1 for 8. You got 4:52 left in the third quarter and several through the hands and drop passes. So it's not all on Harden, but
well,
now they can't give up another big run back here. They're going to need a good roll and pin somebody back, and they're going to have to stay in their lanes. Or it could get turned over here in a hurry. Oh, they about blocked it. Did they rough him?
No.
No flags. All right, get a good roll here. Going to be at about the 45-yard line.
That's a good kick from there.
Yeah.
We little scary than we want it to be, but good kick from there.
Now, if you're Knox Central, are you going to go straight up top again?
You know, I think the one thing about them is at least they've mixed up their offense a little bit. I mean, they're making Madison Central respect throw.
Yep. Because
that's not what we expected.
It looked like they caught Central blitzing them a couple times, and that's when they've taken advantage of them. Central, they had the pressure on them there at one time, but then they picked it up and took advantage of it.
Yeah. But, I mean, for the most part, Central, even when they blitzed or even when he's rolled out, they have stayed home. So they've done a good job defensively. That last series looks a little scary. See if the defense can shore themselves up in this series.
We just need to get somebody that ain't afraid to catch the ball on our side. 4:43 left, third quarter, 8-7. Indians with the lead.
Ooh, that was
a floater.
I was going to say, I'm not sure what that was.
They just get him.
He's still going.
I was going to
say he tried to make more and he ended up losing 5 yards. He goes down. He's at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I got to credit the kid for trying, but
that was a direct snap to him, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. It looked like that to me. That's what I said. It looked like he came over, but there was a big pile right there, and it looked like 3 people tried to catch that ball, and he just kind of ended up with it.
2nd and 15, 4:15 left in the third quarter.
Loss of 4 on the first play. That's good.
We've seen
that defense stay home.
We've seen that before.
No, we're not. Here we go.
Here we go, boys. 4 minutes left, third quarter.
Man up right now, right? Defense made a play in the last series, so they're doing their job.
Floater, illegal motion.
A third linebacker spot.
All right, let's see what they're doing here. You got 1 up top, 1 at the bottom, 2 in the backfield. There's the safety dropping back. Looking over to the right.
Nobody open.
Rolling over.
Nobody open.
Get him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you what,
great
good coverage
play.
by Madison Central.
Absolutely.
Because that was a coverage sack right there.
And who's our man again? Got to be the player of the game so far, Hazelwood. He's having a game tonight.
Yep.
He had some help in there, but he's making his presence felt and has time and time again this evening.
Wow. I mean, we're
3rd and 36, but listen, we ain't out of the woods yet. We saw what they just did.
Yep.
We've got to respect them.
Good coverage sack on that. So
he rolled right, coverage was there.
Figured out what they did wrong in that last series and figured it out. Now don't get burned again. You're going to have single coverage on the outside on both sides. Your safeties are deep.
Got two back.
2 back. Anything goes, it goes underneath.
Going to run it right up the middle.
And he's got space.
And they're going to get him good.
Yeah, about 12 yards now. Yep. So 4th and 12.
Draw play. Now they can bring out the squib kicker. Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
And they've been effective with it. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yep, 41-yard line.
I'd love to see Central get some pressure on this kid because he does take his time when he does this.
Yep.
You know,
he lets these people run down the field. But going to be about 2 minutes left when he gets to punt here in the third quarter. Indians with a 1-point lead, 8-7 ball game. He really doesn't have much protection. He rolls to the right most of the time.
He just finally kicked that one, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, that was almost mishandled. Oh, he's still
Come
up.
on, Ethan.
That's actually KJ.
Yeah, that's KJ Choi.
He was spinning, trying to get any room, wasn't he? Good news is he got up the field about 3 or 4 yards. I thought he almost mishandled that reception there.
Yeah. Now I like the change of pace by the kicker. Didn't go with the squib, got it in the air, made the Indians change up their philosophy. All right, Hughley, it's time to go to work, buddy. They've got to go back to him. He had the biggest impact early. They're going to have to get a hole or two going for him and get some stuff going. 1:55 left, third quarter, 8-7.
Got a player down for Knox Central. Looks like Cramps.
What's his name, Cramps?
Yep, that's his name.
Yep.
He's getting stretched out over there. So.
Yeah. He's hobbling over to the side.
Yeah, that back leg, it's cramping up back there. You're going to get some Gatorade, get some fluids, and get him stretched out over there. Hopefully come back. It's humid out there a little bit. That rain stopped, got a little humidity in the air. All right, let's see if Central can do something on offense here.
Harden under center. 1:55 left, third quarter, up by 1 point, 8-7.
Good run.
There it is. There it is.
Got the freshman?
Number 2. Yep. Powell. Halfback. Nice run. Keeps the clock running. 1:39, 1:38, third quarter. 1 point game. Now you might try to pass it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can
Second
try
and
something.
short. You got some room to play with. But I'd like to see him use the middle of the field. I know we're playing the line of scrimmage. You got a slot here in the middle. You put everybody on one side. The whole right side of the field's open in the middle. He tried to go. He tried to turn back, but he ain't going to get there.
What?
You know,
I mean, he's got to feel that.
Yeah. Well, question is he better out of the shotgun?
I mean, he's taking 2 steps back. He's looking left. He rolls right with everybody. I mean, he's got to feel that. But I mean, we called it. I mean, we were on it.
Yeah.
50 seconds left, third quarter. It was a good time to try to throw, but
now you're playing 3rd and 6.
Mm-hmm. And now they still got a chance. They can make a nice run right here and be right where they need to be.
Right side
Quick
open.
out. Oh, he's open. They made a catch.
He's going.
Oh, my, he's on the rail. They pushed him out.
Thought he had him over there. Good
He
first
was
down.
Yeah, they finally, the second pass of the game that's
Right
caught,
side.
and it was a big one. 28.8 seconds left. Gives them a first down. Woo! We finally got the second pass completed, Terry.
We're getting there.
28 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, the good thing about this half is they're starting to open it up a little bit more for him, too. He's thrown a lot more passes this series, than he has in the whole first half. So,
and we just needed somebody to catch one.
Yeah.
There's Hahn. There's Hahn.
There you
Cut
go.
it up. Cut it up.
Oh, stay inside.
Yeah, he'll learn. I mean, he just
take your yardage.
Yeah.
You're cutting it back out, you lost two.
Yeah. And the clock's running 14-13. We're going to end it right here, and it's going to be the start of the fourth quarter with the Indians with the wind at their back. And we'll have 2nd and 8. They're going to try to get this off.
Try to run this play? Why? Why you try to run that play? All right. Well.
All right. So start of the fourth quarter. Still got a 1 point lead. Going to come back. They have 12 minutes to decide who's going to win this thing. Obviously, we want the Indians to keep it going. But so what's it going to be now? 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 when we get back for the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYMedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Hey everybody, this is Sydney, and this is my Richmond.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Back on the reservation, start of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to decide the winners. Handed up
back
the
up the
cut,
middle, got
nice
his first down.
cutback.
Yeah, he read that well.
All right, now where are they going to mark it? Are they going to measure? That's not a good spot.
Really?
That is not a good spot.
I thought he had it.
I did too. Are you kidding me? I thought that was good all the way.
Yeah, I was going to say I had him about the 31, 32-yard line.
Yep. Clock's ticking. 11.5 minutes left, fourth quarter.
4th and 1 right here. Big play.
4th and 1.
Don't run a quick pass. Offside, you
Yeah.
fool. He just did.
Hard counter.
You
Yeah.
did not need to do that.
Yeah, there we go.
He knew it, too, as
Yeah.
soon as he got in there.
Yeah.
Well, that was a setup for the word go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you're the hero, sometimes you're the goat.
He served that one up for him, too.
Yeah. 11-18, 1st and 10 now.
A little pressure off on that play then. And
Yep.
you're already in Landon White territory, so
Yep.
we're good to go there.
We're in the landing zone, so we're ready to go. The landing zone. Harden under center. Clock's ticking. Drops back on the first play.
Get rid of it, son. Get rid of it, son.
No, going to take the loss again. Squat and drop.
Got to get rid
Roll
of the ball,
5
man.
yards back, squat and drop. Clock's still running, though.
Take the overthrow. Throw the ball out of bounds. Get rid of the football.
10:40 left, fourth quarter.
I would like to see on the stats side how many sacks Knox Central has tonight.
5, I can tell you.
Late
Stopped
handoff
it
with
from there.
nothing
Oh,
there.
I thought he was going to break
Say,
loose.
Nothing there.
Well. So now we're out of Landon White territory. 3rd and 17 or whatever we're at now.
You bet 3rd and 17, somewhere around there, yeah.
What in the world? A sack and then a. See if we can get a nice play off here, get some of it back where he can have a shot at it. They need to pick up about 7 yards. At least back where they started, Landon can have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see a flag to even know which way the wind's blowing, but he was kicking them 55 yards or better in the pregame.
In this direction, too.
That's going to be a.
Overthrown by about 10, 15 yards. That's right.
I don't know what. I mean, are they going to try to go for it here or what?
Are you punting?
No, they're going for it.
It's 4th and 17.
4th and 17, 9:39 left, fourth quarter.
I was going to say let Harden drop back and kick it.
Well, if they
Put him in the shotgun. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
over the middle, like you
Intercepted.
called. No, it's 10. They got to pull him down. There we
you
go. All right,
there
so
you go. Just as good as a punt.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah. He's
19-yard
hurt. That
line.
player's hurt. He got drilled on the knee right there.
Yeah, it looks like he came down pretty hard there. Just like a punt right there.
Yeah. His quarterback rating ain't going to be too swift tonight.
Two catches and one interception for about 40 yards. If that, maybe 28 yards.
He'll get it. It's early. Once again, it's Indians going to be able to get over. He's got popped right on the knee there, and it's a great stop because we get 11 yards out of that. Really, no different than a punt. But
Yeah, I was going to say it's just pretty much a punt. Almost want to see Harton in the shotgun just drop back and kick it.
if they kick it into the end zone, does it come to the 25 or the 20 regardless, or is it 25 on the kickoff and 20 on the punt? I don't know. The high school rules are a little odd, so that might be why they didn't kick it. But
He took a pretty hard hit there. So.
yeah, he did. We're going to take a break while they check him out and be right back. 9:28 left, fourth quarter, 8-7 Indians.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble agent. Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Fourth quarter, 8-7, Indians with the lead.
Defense going to win this football game if they're going to win it.
Going to have to.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're going about 3 yards.
Ball there.
Who are they rolling up on over there? Two of those
Two
guys
players.
rolled up on number 8. They were after somebody.
I was going to say both of them.
I thought it might be the game that Hazelwood's having. I thought it might be him as number 8, but they were.
Everybody trying a little extracurricular back there.
Second and 9. Indians need a turnover, big play. They don't need to give up a big bomb again, which they're going to throw it right here. Rolling left.
Yep, he's got room to run.
Yep. Now, nice job staying home. They're going to have to do some work here now. It's going to be third and, 3 or 4?
About 4, yeah. 3.
Third and 5?
No.
Yeah, they're going where his knee went down.
Okay, yeah. Another man, got a man down for Central. A lot of fatigue, I think, injuries.
Yeah, cramping, like you said. 8:40 left, fourth quarter, 8-7 ball game.
Yeah, both teams taking a knee, getting a little wind right now, it looks like.
It's like a softball game with the score.
Yep, I think we talked about it before. We'll say it again. And as the season wears on, where are they going to get the offense from?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have to find something somewhere.
There's got to be some way of getting, once again, we haven't seen any misdirection. We've not seen a double reverse or anything like that. And, they're going to have to do something. Of course, it's early. They don't want to show everything. You want to do good in district. You want to, that's where it really counts. So these games here, you work out a few kinks, learn a little something about your team, and figure out what you can do. There's been a lot of people play tonight, and I like to see that. So everybody's getting some experience and getting some work. Who is on the ground over there? I'm trying to see. I don't have my binoculars. My vantage point is not very good from here. There's those binoculars, and 13. It is. Can't see them. See if you can see a number there, Terry.
I'm coach out there, so
he's up. He's trying to get his feeling back there. Is that Hazelwood? I hope not. He's had a heck of a night. It is. I hope he don't stay out long. I'm telling you what, if that's – I don't know who's going to be voting on this thing before it's all said and done. They're going to give out some hardware for the best effort, most valuable player type of thing. And
he looks like he's walking it off pretty good.
Yeah. Looks like it's his hip. He's kind of moving it, pulling it back. I don't know. Well, 3rd and 4. Big play for the Indians, and that's their leading tackler this evening.
Who they brought in on his side? Hughley.
Rolls to the right and goes right in that direction. Get
him right there.
Yes!
Yeah.
Great play. Good pursuit.
72. Who was that? Who is that man?
I don't know what my sheet with. See who was it? 72? Allen.
Nice play.
Great pursuit.
4th and about 14. We're going to punt the ball. Let's see where he goes with this one. This might be a play he's just trying to get out of there with. This might be a chance for us for Central to return the ball here.
Darius Allen.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Stay out of the way. Let it go. Let the clock tick. 7:40 for 2. 7:40. 7:38.
And a late flag goes in. What was the?
Is that extracurricular?
I was going to say, big number 50 over there is complaining about something when we started the whole process here.
Going to move the Indians further back.
It's going to be a personal foul. I don't know.
Yep. Don't need that this late in the game. You guys got to keep your composure. .7:39 left, fourth quarter, 8-7. Indians with the ball. Need to do some clock management, try to break something loose. But do you keep working on the passing game right here? What are you going to do, Terry?
This game's getting late. Right now, I think you're going to try to establish the run back in again. I mean, there's no reason right now to you get 7 or 8 yards on your first down. I think you can do a good pass play. But
somebody needs to get their head in the game, though. Why would you want to take that penalty right now?
I mean, that was just a bad play. You had really good field position, and now you're back in your own territory again.
Let's see if that comes back to haunt him. I hope it doesn't.
He's got single coverage on the right-hand side if he can beat him.
There's Hughley going left. Gets a cut.
On the play.
Yeah.
We're going to play holding, going to back him up probably another 10 yards.
Crack back. No. Indians are going to get backed up even further. So you have the foul on the punt, pushes them all the way back. Now you got a crack back block that's going to push them another 15.
It's going to be
This is going to. They don't need to shoot themselves in the foot. They've held themselves together pretty good to maintain this lead the entire game. Just don't let your IQ show up here and cost you this game.
30 yards and penalties in the last 2 plays.
Got to have a little temperament. Got to keep your pace, but you can't let your IQ show up here and wind up, costing you your first win of the season. 1st and 20. 7.5 minutes left, fourth quarter, 8-7. Indians with the ball and the lead. Going to drop back and try to pass it again. There he's got it. We're going to get a little something back.
There you go.
He's got a good little burst of speed, does Ethan Hahn. So that's the third pass that they've completed today. They got some of it back in a hurry right there.
Yeah, about 15 back?
Not quite that much. About 9, 8. .32-yard line. 6:50 left. Third. Let's see what's his second down. And about 13, 16, second and 16,
there's
6:40.
On that scoreboard is not right, so.
Must have the light out. Little draw play. There goes Hughley. Cuts it back. He's loose.
He got it.
He's got the first down. Great run by Hughley.
Get all that back in one good spot. He's had a heck of a football game.
Absolutely. Him and Hazelwood have done an excellent job. That's a big play right there, and they needed it. Now, that could change the momentum and carry them through if we just keep our head on straight.
Looks like
6:20 left, fourth quarter, 8-7 ball game. Nice cut back and run right there. The big play. Maybe playing a little defense got him loose. Got it to the back coming through. Going to pick up about 3.
Not bad. Establishing the game, letting the clock run.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, down below 6 minutes.
Got your field position back.
8-7.
And I think anything you do on the passing game here is going to be real conservative.
I don't know today, right, or into the game that I've seen today, the passing is it's going to have to be a shocker. They need to just try to keep the clock ticking. They're going to stop the clock every time, but they've got the ball headed the right direction, momentum. Knox Central's on their heels a little bit. Just got to protect the ball. Don't turn it over. 5.5 minutes left. Another handoff right back up the middle. Gets pushed back, knocked back. Back to the line of scrimmage original.
Lost about 2 or 3 on that one, I think.
They're back to the original line of scrimmage. It looks like maybe they're going to give him credit for his forward movement. Getting down to about 5 minutes left. 3rd and 8. So the defense has done an outstanding job, believe it or not. I mean, they've not given up a score. I mean, they have a run back on a punt, but other than that, it's an 8-7 ball game.
And honestly, I mean, one series, I think, where they actually gave up a lot of yardage, and they made the play to stop the bleeding on that. So defense has played well.
Yep. Oh, they're going to pass it. He's in the –
Nope.
Throw the ball.
6 sacks.
I mean, his progressions or something.
He's got to make his reads faster.
Yeah, his progressions.
Something's wrong with that.
I agree. I mean, his progressions through what they're trying to get done are just, I mean.
And he's looking at it. He's got to know where he's going to go.
Right.
And he's just not making the read. Because you can see he's just he's hesitant.
He's just hanging. We need a good punt right here. We need good lane coverage so that they don't get a good return on us. Low, picked up. All right, that's a nice one. Let's see if he lets it hit.
Does all the way and
hold
on.
Oh, bounced off the helmet down there about the 6-yard line. One of the Indians, it looked like.
And they're going to give it to him on the about the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
Hey.
Either he reached up and grabbed it, or I can't see from my angle, but they stopped it down at the 6-yard line. All right, so you got 4 minutes, 4 seconds, fourth quarter. Indians up by 1. Knox Central,
right
we talked about Knox Central not throwing the ball very much, and they've thrown it a lot tonight, so now we got to make sure the Indians can try to hold their defensive stand together, which they've done. They're throwing a shutout.
Yeah, Hazelwood back in.
Good. He's had a great night. Between him and Hughley, they've really stepped up big. 4 minutes, 4 seconds, fourth quarter, 8-7. Indians have led the entire time here on the reservation. Roy Kidd Bowl, 2016. Bryan Station, the early winner over Wayne County, overtime, 35-28.
Oh, thought he had him. Came around the corner.
Yeah,
there. They stopped it up pretty quickly.
Good.
Though.
Tick tock, tick tock. Now nothing silly.
Keep rolling.
Nothing silly. Don't be getting anything. No personal fouls or something silly.
Deep in your own territory. You got
3:45 left. 3 timeouts for each team. 8-7. Indians with the lead. The clock is ticking.
2nd and 8.
And it is our friend right now. Going to be down to 3.5 minutes here shortly.
I can't believe they're taking that much time in the huddle.
No
to be
kidding.
honest with you, they seem to be pretty content to calling the plays and like normal.
Yep, got one guy back, safety.
They're going
out
to
of the
shotgun.
Absolutely. Nope,
handed off, delayed.
Nice play. Who got him right there? Is that Hazelwood again? See what the announcer says. Couldn't really tell. Number 15 or 19?
19. He's the one who covered the fumble too. Got a man down. He got a cramp. They started costing timeouts.
He's up.
Yeah, it's
He's up.
Don't.
So they got to get the clock going again.
They're not yet.
I mean, they got the coaches on the field, so they got to charge him a timeout or get the clock running,
Well, he's got to get off
the
field, too. They're going to make him get off the field.
All right, I got you. Since they did stop the clock, they're going to make him leave for at least one play. One man leave, 2 men come on.
Hey. Big play on third. 3rd and 7 right here, deep.
3rd and 7 with 3:07 left.
Clock just starts again. Need the Indians to make a play right here.
Stay in your lane. Under 3 minutes. Drops back, looking to the left. He's running up the middle.
Right there,
yeah,
but I didn't call anything.
Get him about right. Clock's
close.
Still ticking. If he didn't get the first down, the clock's going to continue to run.
They're stopping the clock. They're either measure or they're going to call the first down. And Hazelwood's coming off hurt. Looks like he's going to be done for the night, looks like.
Going to call a timeout, let him come over here. And 2:40 left, 8-7. 1st and 10, Knox Central.
1st and 10.
Ball's on the 19-yard line, so it's going to boil down to the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Who prepared during the summer? Who's ready to go? See who can be the last man standing with the score in their favor, Terry.
It's a human night. Seen a lot more cramping on the Knox Central side.
Well, you mentioned earlier they got people going both ways. You know, they got a lot of them, and the Indians have had some as well.
That's going to wear on you. I mean, going to wear on you. They're defensively, they played a really good football game. They gave up really one series as well, but both teams have played really well defensively. And I don't know if that's lack of offense or.
Well, we got
to think about it from both.
If you think of the last year, it was kind of the same way early on. Everybody's. So they know what they're doing. Then you get against a team that you haven't seen, and then all of a sudden you really got to figure out what you've got going on and what you don't. So that has a lot to do with it. 2:40 left, fourth quarter, 8-7 ball game. The Indians have led the entire time. They had a punt returned on them, and that got Knox Central within a point. Knox Central can't be disappointed in this at all, and the Indians can't either. I mean, we expect a lot out of them, as biased as we are calling these games on their behalf, but 1st and 10, 3 to the right, drops back, rolls right, looking back over the middle.
The ball, and that's wide open.
Yep, right over the middle.
And he's got room, big time.
Gets it down to the 40-yard line. I mean, he was.
Remember, a field goal for them puts him in the lead.
Yep.
Now, we don't know what kind of kicker they got. They did not use him deep. They went on it in 4th down, but.
Nice pitch and catch right there by Knox Central. That kid was wide open, hit him in stride, and they took advantage of the size difference in the middle. They haven't thrown in the middle all night. Bang, there it is. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, and they're driving. They're on the 40-yard line. The Indians haven't give way all night on the defense, so they got to hold it together, Terry.
Oh, nice shot from the deep. There.
Get him. Ah, he's loose.
There you go. He kept going. I was going to say that he just kept trying, and he lost another 10 yards just by he should have fallen down on the initial hit. That's interesting. I got to love the effort on that.
And the best part about it is the clock's still going.
Fall down. But they don't seem to be pressed.
They call a timeout.
They just call a timeout. Yeah. All right. I was like, they don't seem to be very pressed on the time side.
1:49 left, 8-7.
Who made that tackle? Who made that play?
There were several in on it. Who finally got him in the end? Once again, the telestrator's down. The internet's kind of on the blitz, so we can't run too many things at one time. Replays
are killing us every time.
Bad vision from our angle doesn't help on those kind of plays.
We'll credit the defense for that.
It was total defense.
There's 4 or 5 guys that just kept on coming, so you got to love that.
Minute 49, 8-7 ball game. Big loss on that play right there. That is fired down the middle. Had a big hitter. They're going to go back to it right here, Terry. What are they going to do?
I think you have to go. You have to go back to the air. And actually, they've been effective.
Absolutely. They've outpassed us all night long on that. When we come in here thinking they're not going to do anything but try to run it down our throat, and they've come out and slung it around. The gunslingers they are this year, Knox Central. We got the big tall kid over here again on the right in front of us.
He's got one man-to-man coverage here on this too. I mean, you just got to throw the ball up and let him go get it.
Yep. They're rolling right.
Threw it in the dirt.
Yep. Threw it from his back foot, couldn't get it there.
One hopper over there. It's going to kill the clock, 1:44. It's 3rd and 22. Clearly 4th down territory. I mean, you got 2 downs to get 22 yards at this point. You know, if you're on the 35-yard line, I don't know what kind of kicker they got. You know, if they get about 15, do you take that shot? But it doesn't look like they're anywhere near that right now.
And you just can't. I don't know which way. I can feel the breeze, but I don't know. It's hitting. That's coming through the windows here, but you can't tell.
Yeah, I think it's coming right at us, so let come across the field a little bit.
1:44 left, 4th quarter, 8-7 ball game.
Big play.
2 left, 2 right, 1 back there with the quarterback.
Let your big kid go get it if you're Knox Central.
He took off a little early, it looked like, but no.
Quarterback draw. Play,
Great defense. Great defense by the Indians.
There you go. Now it's 4th and 22. Keep your man in front of you. Don't give the first down and win the football game right here. You're going to have to go 2 deep safety. Everybody's going to play deep.
Hendricks on the stop right there. Big play. 1:20 left. Clock's ticking. 4th and 22.
They don't seem to be pressured on anything, do they?
No. They're going to take their time and try to run it right. The Indians need to get back far enough to where they know they can't give up a first down as far as their coverage.
1 timeout for Knox Central, so all you got to do now is make a play and the ball game's yours.
Down to 1 minute. Going long down the right side. Indians are back there.
Oh,
there we go. Good job.
That ball game's over. Congratulations, Madison Central, for the first victory of the year. All they got to do now is kneel on it 4 times. Well,
the defense threw a shutout.
Not a lot of excitement in this football game. You like the defense with the 2 leading tacklers. Obviously, Hazelwood coming back with 80 tackles last year was a big impact game player on this game or this team. Thought maybe Harden would be a little more of impact, and we look for him to kind of move into that role as the season goes on, I hope.
I'd like to see him get Landon White involved. I mean, I mean, obviously they just didn't have a chance to get that done. But, I mean, when you've got somebody that can kick at 55 or 60, he's going to play an important role on the team. But they've got to realize what they can do to manage this game and the clock, I would think, and take advantage of him, Terry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're down deep right there, we knew we were in that territory a while ago, that 2 series ago, and they didn't execute for that. That would have put this game pretty much out of a field goal reach.
Oh,
why are you doing that? Kneel on the ball.
What?
Why are you handing it off?
I have no clue. 45, 40.
Kneel on the football.
They had to call their last timeout right there. I have no idea.
Even then, you got one. Timeouts are gone.
I mean,
kneel on the football.
No kidding. You get your guy drilled in the backfield, they knock him loose and run it back.
Why are we doing
that?
Why are you playing on injury or fumble? I mean, that's just not smart. Kneel on the football. You got 4 kneels.
That's like the time management in the first half. I mean, it's either miscommunication or just not well
your
thought
head
out.
coach has got to know that. I mean, that call's got to come in.
You got to kneel on it, make them use their timeout, but to drop back and try to hand it off and let somebody take a chance on turning it over. 44.7 seconds, 8-7 ball game. Indians with the lead.
Victory formation.
Sanders looks wore out.
I mean,
I know he's been here all day. Look at him. Hey, we'll take a W. We just got to manage this right here. Nothing silly, no crazy penalties.
He's going to hand his ball off again?
No, they're in the – nope.
Okay, I was going to say victory formation, step back and kneel on it, son. Everybody knows it. There you go. Now let the clock go. You got to kneel on it one more time, and the ball game's over. That's what I'm saying. Why are you trying?
Hey, we'll start the game with the W. I mean, it's been a good game.
We'll take the win, and defensively, I think that they have a lot to build on, a lot to go on.
Who's your Jack Burford play of the game?
That's going to be – you know what? I like Hazelwood's effort, but I'm going to have to lean towards Hughley. I think he made
Ain't no way.
4 runs early and the touchdown, and he got him out of trouble there on the third and 29.
Defense won this game. You better be giving it to Hazelwood.
All right. We'll concede that one and go to Hazelwood. Although he
or you could have co-players of the game. We could do Hughley and Hazelwood.
Who scored the 2?
I don't remember who scored the 2, but I'm just saying I know they didn't score any on our defense.
That's right. Defense didn't give up anything.
I know that for certain.
Special teams gave up 7.
But we can give it a great game by Hughley, great game by Hazelwood. Here on the reservation, the Indians pull out the first win of the season, 8-7 over Knox Central. They're going to be back at it next week to move on with their schedule, and hopefully we'll be back with you. Hope you've enjoyed the game. Support our sponsors. Keep everything moving. We'll be back on the reservation before long. Call us another game. So Terry Netherton, Larry Frakes for Madison County School Sports Television. We'll catch you back on the reservation.
See you next time.